You've been lied to about motivation. You've been told that you need to feel inspired before taking action. You've been told to wait for the right moment, the perfect mood, or the magical spark that makes everything effortless. But here's the brutal truth. Motivation is not what you think it is. And if you keep waiting for it, you will be waiting forever, because motivation is not the cause of success. It's the result of action. And until you understand that, you'll stay stuck in the same cycle. Stop, quit, repeat. In this video, we're going to dismantle the myths you've been fed and reveal the truth that the world's most successful people already know. You don't need more motivation. You need momentum. Let's break it down. Let's start with what most people believe. They think motivation is this powerful, lasting force that pushes you through obstacles. That once you get motivated, the rest becomes easy. That's why people search YouTube for motivational speeches at 2 a.m. That's why they buy books, posters, courses looking for that fire. But what happens? They get pumped for an hour, maybe a day. Then life kicks back in. Stress, distractions, doubt, discomfort. Suddenly the motivation vanishes, and with it, their effort. That's because motivation is a feeling. And like all feelings, it's temporary. You can't rely on it to build a career, change your health, or transform your life. Real growth doesn't come from hype. It comes from habit. Here's the truth. The top performers know. You don't get motivated to act. You act and then you get motivated. Let that sink in. Think back to any time you didn't feel like doing something, working out, writing, studying, but you did it anyway. After a few minutes, what happened? You started to feel it. The energy picked up. The momentum built. That's because action creates clarity. It creates energy. And most of all, it creates motivation. This is why successful people don't wait to feel good before moving. They move to feel good. So the next time you catch yourself saying, "I'm just not motivated today," understand that's irrelevant. Discipline moves first. Motivation follows. Let's be honest, waiting for motivation is a trap. It's a socially accepted excuse for not taking action. I'll start when I'm in the right headspace. I'm just not feeling it today. Once I feel inspired again, I'll get back on track. Sound familiar? This mindset quietly drains your potential. It turns hours into days, days into weeks, and weeks into years. One day you look back and realize you were capable all along. You just waited too long. Here's the cold, empowering truth. You don't need to feel ready. You need to move anyway. The top 1%, the elite, the consistent winners, they've trained themselves to act regardless of how they feel, because they know that feelings are fleeting. But progress, that lasts. Let's make this practical. Motivation isn't just random. It follows a predictable loop. Action, you take the first step. No matter how small, progress, you notice improvement, however slight. Motivation, you feel energized by the momentum. That loop becomes self-sustaining, but only if you start. Waiting for motivation before action is like waiting for your phone to ring before plugging it in. It doesn't work like that. Start small. Just start. Because once you begin, the mind catches up. If motivation is the spark, discipline is the engine. Discipline is what makes you show up when it's boring, when it's hard, when no one's watching, when the excitement is gone. It's not glamorous, but it's unstoppable. Discipline says, "I'll do it because I said I would. I'll do it because my future depends on it. I'll do it whether I feel like it or not." And here's the paradox. The more disciplined you become, the more motivated you'll feel. Why? Because you begin to trust yourself. You prove to yourself that you follow through. That creates internal momentum. So don't aim to feel motivated every day. Aim to become the kind of person who acts anyway. Here's something most people overlook. Your motivation is tied to your identity. If you see yourself as lazy, undisciplined, or inconsistent, you'll act that way, even if you want to change. But if you begin to say, "I'm the kind of person who shows up," or "I'm the type who doesn't quit on myself," you'll begin acting in alignment with that identity. Change your story and your habits will follow. Don't say, "I want to be fit." Say, "I'm becoming someone who trains daily." Don't say, "I hope I can stay consistent." Say, "I'm someone who follows through." Motivation starts when your identity aligns with your actions. Goals are important, but they're not enough. If you want to stay consistent, you need systems and triggers. Triggers are cues in your environment that make action automatic. Think putting your gym clothes next to your bed the night before, scheduling time on your calendar to work on your project, leaving your phone in another room while you focus. The top performers design their environment to support action, not rely on willpower, because they know motivation is unreliable. But systems, they're powerful. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. Another lie you've been told, that it needs to be perfect. Perfect timing, perfect plan, perfect performance. Nope, the truth is, perfection is procrastination in disguise. It's fear pretending to be preparation. The people who succeed don't wait for perfect. They build through imperfect. They move forward, even when it's messy. They learn, they adapt, and most importantly, they keep going. You don't need a flawless plan. You need consistent progress. Every imperfect step forward is worth more than a perfect plan that never leaves the paper. You don't have to rely on sheer willpower every day. You can design your life to reinforce motivation. Here's how. Track small wins. Keep a journal or app that shows progress. Celebrate effort, not just results. Reward showing up. Surround yourself with doers. Energy is contagious. Use visual cues, quotes, goals. Reminders in your space. Reflect often. Remind yourself why you started. When your daily environment supports your future self, motivation becomes a byproduct. Don't just hope to feel inspired. Build a life that inspires you to keep going. If you've been beating yourself up for not feeling motivated, stop. You're not broken. You're not weak. You've just been misinformed. You've been told that success is about feeling good all the time, but it's not. Success is about showing up even when you don't, and you can train that just like a muscle. The more often you choose action over excuses, the stronger you become. Eventually, it's not about needing motivation, it's about becoming the kind of person who doesn't need it anymore. And when that shift happens, you become unstoppable. Here's your challenge. Don't wait. Don't scroll to the next video. Take one small action right now toward your goal. Write the email, do the push-ups, open the book, whatever it is to just start. Then comment below. What's the one thing you're doing today, even without motivation? If this video helped shift your mindset, hit the like button to share it with others. Subscribe for more real, practical, no-hype motivation that actually works. And remember, you don't need to feel inspired to move. You just need to move, then the inspiration will find you. Keep going. You've got this.